I'm Mariana Danilovich with Ultra Live TV, and we have the pleasure to join us here today at Digital Hollywood Spring, Shalini Govil-Pai.
Shalini, Govil-Pai.
Thank you so much. With Google YouTube, and she just finished her presentation at Digital Hollywood. Would you share with us what's going on in the broadband video space?
Okay, is so much going on, I wouldn't know where to begin. I think what I was on the panel for was to discuss how do we get all this video onto different devices. So how do we get it onto mobile? How do we get it onto TV? And how do we get more and more content so that me as an end user can see what I want to see and I can see it where I want to see it. So that was the big discussion of our panel. I think the big question right now is how do videos get viral, and how do you tap into social networks to get your video promoted, whether it's your ad or whether it's your brand or whether it's just your home video that you've developed. How do you get your social network to really help this video go viral?
So there's this whole social media networks graph, and then there's this whole world of YouTube and Google where everybody has to be, who's anybody, promoting any product or service. And you're saying that you would really, in essence, be working on merging the two.
Yeah, so I think that what we find is 1/3 of our traffic comes from social recommendations. So someone has IM'd you a link or emailed you a link, and then you click on the link to see the video. 1/3 of our traffic comes from such social mechanisms. A lot of our traffic now is coming from Facebook. So we're finding users are sharing their videos on Facebook, and their friends are seeing it on YouTube, but they're coming in from the Facebook feed where it was generated. So really trying to get this whole social framework and your social graph to help get your videos viewed is what we're looking at a lot.
So not just allowing the share button to share, but you finding the way how the video travels and reproducing that in more optimal ways to actually become a bigger distribution network, distributed through the web versus just on your portal.
Definitely distributed through the web. We have done a lot of syndication deals where you can actually take our YouTube player and embed it on your website. So not only can people come to YouTube to watch your video, but they can go to other websites and see the same video. Definitely syndication is part of it. But I'm also talking about, as a user, I don't know what to watch. And can my social graph help me find what I want to watch? Can we recommend content based on what your social graph is saying? I think those are what we're looking at.
So instead of a TV guide of the days past, you're now using the social graph as a recommendation engine.
Yes, you hit it on the nail. Instead of a guide, which is it's meant for the masses, so it's not targeted, can we use your social graph to target an effective guide to you to help you discover what to find?
What are you finding at the moment on YouTube? What kind of videos are the most popular? Is it a professionally produced videos? Is it promotional videos? Is it more full-length programming?
Gosh, it's kind of all over the map, so I wouldn't be able to give you a concise answer. You have the cat playing the piano, which goes viral, and you get so many views on it. On the other hand, we've done music deals with Vivo and with a lot of the larger players, and we get a lot of traffic on those bigger plays as well. In terms of long-form content, we've just stepping our toes into that space, so it's early to say how well that will do. But all indications are, based on what Netflix is doing, all indications are that there is an appetite for it.
And what Hulu's doing and what some of the sport bodies are doing, where you can see 30 days of Wimbledon when we were at Media Zone. So what you're saying in terms of the overall market penetration for broadband video, Akamai came up with a study that said that about 1% of the broadband video penetration has been captured to date. Would you agree with that estimate?
Yeah, I guess I would. I haven't, on all honesty, I haven't done the math myself, but that sounds in the ballpark. It's definitely growing, which is, on our panel, we had some technologists from AT&T who are actually doing the backbone for all of this, and they're really concerned about how it's going to scale as more and more traffic comes onto video. I think it's just a matter of time, though. Yeah.
In terms of business models, clearly ad supported, clearly subscription, but are you seeing any business models that include engagement with users beyond the social networks with the video where that can be monetized?
So I'm not quite sure what the question is, and so I'll try to do. If you want to repeat it,
Sure. So, Ultralife Television is actually a contextual entertainment network that merges casual games with television. So, if you think of American Idol, maybe 10 different steps forward where you can actually engage at a much higher level than just vote for the winner each week. That's what we're building, kind of new formats in television. Do you believe that there will be business models that YouTube is working on today that in terms of advertising sponsorships integrated with the features and casual games surrounding video and integrated with video that would be monetizable in the near future?
so there are a couple of different ways that we've engaged in that manner. One of the things we do provide is called sponsored videos. So if you track what keywords users are searching for, you can get your video promoted for those keywords. And it kind of works like AdWords, where on certain keywords, your video pops up to the top and you get that many more views. You can, within your video, have promotionals, like you can say, click to buy this DVD on Amazon, and monetize in that manner. We've also done a lot of promotionals with brands where brands sponsor a competition and they ask end users to put up their videos on a particular topic around the brand. And then they will give prizes to the best ones. And this is very popular. It happened for the big sports event in January, where I think it was Doritos that actually finally placed a user-generated ad on the Super Bowl. So we have a lot of that engagement models going on. In terms of monetization, is very early to say. I mean, the sponsored videos is one. Promoting your brand as a brand in terms of marketing is another one that we're doing.
And you're certainly okay with your syndicated video having advertising sold around it on other websites?
Yes, there are, of course, terms of service around how you can monetize it, because if it's not original, obviously we can't help you monetize, right? Because that's pirated content. But yeah, if you're willing to sign up saying, this is my original content, we provide many, many different ways of monetizing it in terms of overlay ads, in terms of pre-rolls, in terms of sponsorships, and in terms of display. And a lot of our partners are finding success there.
And you're not worried about the space surrounding that widget from YouTube that's monetized by the content owners themselves, yet it is driven by your video.
Yeah. There are some terms of service that we impose on our partners on what kind of ads and how to place them. But in general, no. What's on your website is on your website. And what's within our video player is what we control, if that was your question.
Yes, that was. And I think that's a really excellent point for the audience here in Hollywood, trying to build their own companies using YouTube as the platform. I think you're enabling them to monetize in better ways than they have been in the past.
Yep. And talking of monetization, we also have launched a